Hi, I'm Taryn Graywell and I'm a Geriatric Psychiatry Fellow at the University of Washington. I chose to pursue this fellowship because I had a great positive experience in my geriatric rotation during residency, and I've always enjoyed working with the aging population and working with how chronic illnesses affect mental health. And I've also interested in learning more about neurocognitive disorders and the treatment of mental health disorders in the elderly. I was surprised by how, when I came into fellowship, I was treated like an equal to all my attendings and to my program director, and how much they respect you and respect you as a clinician. I think once you get into your fourth year of training, you're ready to start making decisions and have some autonomy. And I think I was surprised by how much autonomy you actually do have as a fellow and how much opportunity you do have to teach medical students and other residents. And so it's not so much like you're a student anymore, but it's kind of like just another stepping stone to the next part of your career. One of the highlights of this fellowship year was doing ECT with one of the attendings here. And so I spent a week doing ECT with her, and she really let me take the lead in performing the procedure and kind of doing A through Z with the patient. And you do have the opportunity to do more ECT here, get certified in ECT training if that's one of your interests. And I think that was definitely one of the highlights of the year. This fellowship has been really great in terms of giving me a lot of experience and exposure to different patient populations. So one of the main sites is the VA, and so I've worked with the veteran population here. And then another site is Harborview Hospital, where I got to work in the Memory, Brain, and Wellness Clinic, which is a whole completely different set of population. Also worked on the consult service over at Harborview and nursing homes in and within the Seattle area. Seattle is probably hands down my favorite place to live. I think one thing I was concerned about before starting the fellowship was getting around to the different sites, because almost every day I'm in a different location. And I was surprised at how great the transportation system is here. So half the time I'm usually taking my car, but half the time I'm using the Link or the bus system to easily get from one location to another. And I was also able to tailor the rotation so that I'm only at one site per day. And that's something that they were very open to working with me to kind of make that easier, so you're not traveling a lot at lunchtime between sites. I think this fellowship experience was great in helping me figure out what I want to do long-term career-wise and kind of what patient population I want to work with. I loved working in the Memory, Brain, and Wellness Clinic, loved working with the aging population with memory disorders and neurocognitive disorders, and I think this fellowship really helped me gain confidence in that area in terms of treatment and working with patients. If you're in your fourth year of psychiatry training, I think the feeling is to get out there and start making money and start working, because you've been schooling for so long. But I would urge people to kind of slow down and maybe take a minute and see if they are interested in pursuing a fellowship. It's usually 1 or 2 years. It's not very long in the grand scheme of things, and it helps you kind of, before you enter the work field, to figure a few things out, maybe freshen up on some areas that you may have felt were weak during residency, and it just helps you become a stronger clinician. I definitely don't regret spending this year in fellowship. I think it'll only make me stronger in my career.